What is the addiction that the world is just okay with? Caffeine. Social media. It's pretty insane that I need to be on social media to learn about social media addiction and the consequences it's having on our society. Social media makes you antisocial, not productive and depressed in general, casually becoming an alcoholic. Sugar. 24-hour news cycles. Addiction to news can have bad impact on mental health. Gambling. It's literally organized theft. The odds are stacked against the customer. Online gambling is fixed so some people don't win no matter what happens. It's also hilarious that as a professional gambler, when you find an opportunity where the odds are tilted in the player's favor and you take advantage of it, the casinos get super butthurt and won't let you play anymore. Internet and/or video game addiction. You bring either up and people are like, but it's not hurting anybody. Yes it is, the people addicted. Who is the GOAT stand-up comedian? George Carlin. But honorable mention to Richard Pryor. Billy Connolly. Billy is the master of comedy storytelling. I could listen to him gab for ages. There's something quaint and endlessly pleasant about his anecdotes, delivered through that iconic Scottish burr. George Carlin. Eddie Murphy. What's the best cartoon show of all time? Hey Arnold. The show that taught me the grown-ups don't know what they're doing either. My childhood was pretty chaotic with one parent holding on, trying to keep the family together, and the other heavily addicted to substance abuse. It was also confusing and scary. Hey Arnold resonated with me and honestly helped a lot in those years growing up without really realizing why until I got older. Futurama hands down. Gravity Falls and Avatar are my top two. Adventure Time. Because it was kind of a show that grew with its intended audiences and so even young adults could watch it easily. The characters had depth and grew from the funny little characters they started as. It even introduced philosophy as simple concepts to understand. What's the most boring sport to watch? Ultra running. But it's fun to do. Fishing, golf, baseball. You can go an entire game with one hit and people think that's exciting. There is format in cricket called Test cricket. It goes on for 5 days. Most of the times if the ball is not in the line of wickets, batsman just lets the ball go behind. American football. I do try to watch, but just so much downtime, feels like I'm watching replays more than actual gameplay. Soccer. What do people not understand or not fully understand unless they've been through it and experienced it? Poverty. I thought I experienced poverty as a kid, but that was nothing compared to experiencing poverty as an adult and not having your mom shield you from the ugliness of it all. When all you can afford is 10-cent noodles for all your meals and you cannot afford to drive an extra mile, leave alone have air conditioning in the car in the middle of summer, having to constantly save coins because any expense that comes unexpectedly better be fixable with the coins you've been storing. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. A fire. Even normal beeps kinda drive me crazy after hearing those fire alarms, getting burnt and sprayed with water all simultaneously while hearing this blaring noise all around me while being blind from the smoke and not having my glasses on after being woken up from a dead sleep. Love. First time I fell in love, I could suddenly understand all those cheesy love songs I used to hate. First time you get your heart broken, the heartbreak songs hit you differently also. Getting dumped changes who you are as a person. What is your go-to I don't feel like cooking meal? Ramen and an egg. A freezer pizza. Toast. An entire loaf of toast. Cereal. Peanut butter on a spoon. Nachos. Quesadilla. Frozen dumplings from the supermarket. Lunch meat. Pepperoni, pickles, olives and cheese. Tortilla. Shredded cheese. Tortilla. Microwave 1 minute. Instant mashed potatoes with butter and peas. Women. What are some things that make a man insanely attractive but they don't realize? When a guy is a good listener, it's really attractive. They can take care of themselves. Clean house, cook, do laundry etc. They don't have to be perfectionist but just have a grown-up ability to take care of their needs. Kindness. I find men of all shapes and sizes incredibly attractive when they show kindness when they think they are not watched. Absently minded. Petting an animal, greeting a child. Very small gestures that show the kindness that is within them, not because they were taught it is the right thing, but because they feel it. Confidence but not arrogance. Able to laugh at themselves. When he has that low, relaxed tone that says he's absolutely chilling, that's absolutely it. What is one thing that people consider classy but you consider trashy? Gold flake on food. There are so many more creative ways to garnish a dish that actually add flavor aroma. Having a brand name on each piece of clothing you have, man you're a walking banner. Flashy ultra luxe brands like Gucci. Actual high wealth people don't wear that. People wishing they were rich do. Too much perfume. If I can smell someone from a mile away and my eyes water if I'm in an enclosed space with that person, all I think is they must be trying to hide something. Lip filler. What is your all-time favorite anime? Made in Abyss. The music is fantastic, the story is just so epic, this show betrays all expectations I had from all the chibi art. It's like Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash. where not everything works out the way you think it would and there are real consequences. Ginthama. Great teacher Onizuka, typically found as GTO the animation, lots of life lessons and general good approach to living life to the fullest. Trigun. I have a lot, but the anime that changed my life was, A Silent Voice, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, Monster, not very popular, but best of the best, also very distinct from anything else out there, Dragon Ball Z. Back when I was a kid, there wasn't anything bigger, Steins Gate.